Imagine a YouTuber promoting a crypto pre-sale, and you start to see that pre-sale on multiple crypto news websites. And guess what? Lots of YouTubers start talking about that pre-sale, and you buy into it. But the token doesn't even exist. And the people behind that pre-sale are scammers, and they are cashing out as soon as that money goes into their address, right? So today we're going to be talking about Pepeto. So hello everyone, and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And indeed, Pepeto is a scam. And thank you to the member that has requested a review of this specific pre-sale, right? And I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank all the NETCRYPTO members, right? You are the ones that help us to do the work that we do on this channel. And for you who want to support the channel, join the membership, right? There's a bunch of perks that you're going to get, especially if you want to fast track your knowledge in crypto, right? And be family founded, right? Knowing your way to navigate around the maze of the crypto world, right? So Pepeto, let's jump in straight into the content. So scammers are cashing out investor funds as soon as they hit their wallets. So let's jump straight into the content and deal with the Pepeto pre-sale trap, right? So what is happening? So investors are sending ETH to the Pepeto pre-sale address or contract, right? So this address ending 55, right, 7F, 557F, that's where all the money is going into Pepeto. Take a look at this, right? So I'm going to be uploading this. You can check it in the description. If it's not there, just hit me with a comment, right, and I'll upload it. So all investors, right, these are the top 25 transactions. So all investors, these are the investor addresses. When you buy Pepeto with ETH, it's going into this contract, 557F, right? So what is actually a side note is this particular wallet. We know this wallet from Pepe Unchained. No, not Pepe Unchained, but yes, Pepe Unchained, as well as Wall Street Pepe, right? It actually sold for a loss, right? Everyone lost in Wall Street Pepe. It's currently sitting at 4072. That's a more than 80% drop in the price, right? So 557F, that's where all investor funds are going. And as soon as they hit that wallet, let's track where the money is going, right? So investors send ETH to 557F, right? And the ETH doesn't stay there. It's going to different contracts. First of all, from this 557F is going to two places. The first one is 25AE, right? This is a key wallet, right? And it's a contract, right? And this contract, it has no standard transactions, only internal transactions hidden under the advanced mode, right? So let us go and track that, right? Let's just take a look at that particular address, this one. This contract right here, right? And let's go and check it on ETH scan. So if you look, there are no transactions. But if you go under internal transactions, still there are no transactions. You actually have to click the advanced mode to see the transactions. This is part of obfuscation, right? That the scammers use to actually hide transactions so that they are not detected, right, by just normal scanners, right? So you can see these are the transactions, and we've got about, let's just do a view all here. We've got about 18,000 transactions on here, right? And this is actually using the delegate core, right? Which means the contract can change its behavior at any time, right? This is a suspicious behavior because instead of keeping it safe for the pre-sale, it's immediately moving funds away. The delegate core allows the contract to execute external code, meaning the developers can modify the rules at any time without anyone noticing, right? So this delegate core allows the developers to change the way the investor funds that are coming into the contract, this contract here, 557F, it then moves to this 25AE. The developers can change anytime the way the method that these funds are being handled, which makes it impossible to predict the future because they can just change their mind at any given time. So this contract, right, 25AE is one of the places where money is going, right? And then also there is another contract from this same 557E, the one ending 89D4. That's the other contract where money is going. And with this one, it's interesting because it's being swapped for USDT. So this suggests that the developers are actually cashing out, or rather the scammers are cashing out, right? And from the same contract, 89D4 is also being sent to Mimic Swapper. This is a tool that allows cross-chain swapping, making it harder to track the money, right? But of course, here at NETCRYPTO, we can track everything, right? So why would a legit project need to swap ETH into USDT before they launch? Right? Isn't that weird for an Ethereum, right, project? Why would they swap to USDT? Like the argument by the scammers would be, or other YouTubers who get paid to try and disprove this video is, look at the market. The market is going down right now. Bitcoin is dropping. So swapping it to USDT helps to actually maintain the value of the tokens and so on. But they've been doing this even before the market started to tank. Right, they've been doing it, and what is worse is they're not just converting to USDT and it's staying there. It's being cashed out. It's going to Mimic Swapper, and then Mimic Swapper actually allows the scammers to swap it to multiple other blockchains, right? So that's obfuscation, to hide transactions, hide what is going on, right? So a real pre-sale, they are hard to come by these days, right? ETH should either be locked for liquidity or be held in a smart contract until distribution, right? And there should be full transparency. Everyone should be able to see that when you invest into this, this is all your ETH. We are converting your ETH to USDT. This is the contract address. All your ETH is there. It's safe. But these scammers are not doing that, right? And then so you can see here, let's go and check and actually take this wallet, 89D4, right? 89D4. So if you go and check out this 89D4, let's see what is happening. Right, so if you look at this wallet, it's got about 115,000. Yesterday, I think it had about 500,000. So already they are moving money out constantly. 4 hours ago, they've moved 127 ETH. As soon as investors buy, the money is being moved out. It's being converted to either USDT or it's being pushed out to Mimic Swapper, right? And as soon as it's pushed out to Mimic Swapper, it's being now transferred to multiple different other blockchains. That level of investigation is way above right, the purposes of this video, right? Of course, that can be requested, right? But it's way above the purposes of this video. So as you can see, are you with me? The money starts off in 557F, and from there it's going to two places. 25AE, this is a contract, right? This is a contract with a delegate call, right, that allows this contract to be executed externally, right, changing the behavior of where the funds are sent, and all sorts of things can happen right here that we would not be able to actually track because the scammers can change their minds at any time, right? And from there, it's going to actually two places, right? Like I said, from this 5574, it's going to 25AE, also to 89D4, right? So we've seen 89D4, that's where the money is being cashed out, right, to, or rather sent to Mimic Swapper, as well as ETH, right? So you can see, for example, 27 hours ago, if you click this transaction, right, you can see this was about, let's take a look, this was 600 USDT, right? All sorts of funds, they are coming in, are being swapped, right? As you can see here, this was 9,000 being swapped. As soon as the money comes, some goes to USDT, some Mimic Swapper, right? Let's continue. So once the money has been swapped, right, and once it has been swapped from this 89D4, there are further places where the money is actually going out, right? And what is interesting here is the question, what is going to be happening in the final rug pull that is going to happen? right? So let's just take a look at the scam scenario that is happening here. They collect the ETH from the pre-sale from investors. They move it through multiple contracts to confuse blockchain scanners. They cash out ETH into USDT and bridge it to other blockchains using Mimic Swapper. And then on TGE, they finally create the Pepeto token. But then there are several problems because the money is not there, right? So this means we're going to be having low liquidity and maybe a small number of investors will be able to break even. That is if they can even break even, right? And there's a likelihood that it might turn into be a honeypot, right? Where once they launch, you can buy, but you can't really sell. There's not enough liquidity, right? Or they never launch at all. They just simply disappear. This happened to one of the, last week, A-Lie, a project that I covered as a scam, simply just disappeared. As soon as the pre-sale was done, they disappeared. I don't know whether it's going to be happening with Pepeto. Pepeto, it's not the same scammers that we've been covering on the channel, especially the ones, for example, the ones behind Wall Street, Pepe Unchained, Wall Street memes. It's not the same scammers, right? Flockers and so on. It's not. These are different scammers, right? And you can see their methods, right, into the way that they are moving money around, right? So their main method is to convert the money to USDT, right? And once they convert it to USDT, they ship it out. So let's continue to check here the tracking. So once the money comes, once the money enters this 557F, it's going to two places, to AAE. This is the contract with the delegate calls, and also the 89D4, right? The 89D4, this is where the money, right, is actually going either to USDT or is going to Mimic Swapper. But there's another contract, right? This one, 190DE, right? There's multiple also ETH that is going to this specific contract. 300 ETH is being sent right there, and they're doing the same thing that they are doing with this contract 89D4. Let's go and check it out, right? So here they're actually moving the money out also to Mimic Swapper. This 29 ETH you can see being sent, and also to USDT. So that's their modus operandi. Convert some of the money to USDT, cashing out, and also convert it to Mimic Swapper to actually swap it to multiple other blockchains to make it harder to trace. So the liquidity is gone, right? So when you actually go onto Pepeto, you connect your wallet, and then you see your tokens. You think those are your tokens. Those are not your tokens. It's just a value. There's nothing, right? That's why the pre-sales, I recommend never ever buy into a pre-sale. If you want to get involved, there are strategies that we talk on the membership side of the channel, right? But this one is not a token that I would even recommend to do some of the strategies we talk about on the membership channel, right? We've got what we call the PBO strategy, right, for the channel members. We've got what we call the PBO strategy, and I would not even recommend to do that with this specific one, because this one is a straight up money grab. With the other scammers that we cover on the channel, the ones that I doxed in this video, at least for this one, some of their pre-sales, they allow people even to do a 2, 3, 4, 5x, right? But I don't think the Pepeto scammers are going to allow a lot of people to even break even, right? So this one is one that I would just say, simply just stay away, far away from it, right? Because the way that the money is being moved around here, we can even trace it much further, right, if we want. Because what is worrying is also, look at all these chain swaps, right, on Mimic Swapper. All of this ETH is going directly, we just pick the top transactions, is going to Mimic Swapper, right, being swapped to multiple other blockchains, right, and to just make it harder to trace. That's how the scammers are operating into this one, and I would recommend to just stay away from this one and don't stake, right? Because when you try to buy, you can see immediately that the Pepeto scammers are saying, if you try to buy, for example, with BNB, say, are you sure you want to buy with BNB? You will not be able to get the staking rewards. But remember, staking forms the pillar of the scam, right? Because when you buy into a pre-sale, you give them your money. And you've seen, once they've got your money, they are moving it out, they are cashing it out, they are swapping it, right, and cashing it out. And when you stake, you also give them the tokens that don't even exist yet, So they've got the tokens, they've got your money, they've got everything. That's why they love pre-sales. Scammers love pre-sales because pre-sales break the rules of crypto, right? So that's my review for this one. Stay far away from it, right? If you want a review such as this for any other project, right, join the NETCRYPTO membership. Or requests from the members are prioritized, right? You get priority reply to comments, and not only that, you get access to email, right? For your concerns. For example, if you want for me to actually do an investigation on some of the transactions. For example, you want a report that you can actually submit to the authorities, right? For example, if we see that money is being moved out to exchanges like Binance, like we saw with Wall Street Pepe, or multiple other exchanges, or you even want to do a further investigation, for example, into Pepeto, to actually see where is the money going after it has gone to Mimic Swapper, after it has gone to USDT. Where are the scammers taking the money? Because clearly the money is gone already. There is no single contract that is holding all the money, which means the money is being cashed out, right? That level of investigation is more complex, right? As a member, we can do that for you, and you've got actually access for you to drop me an email and explain exactly how you want the investigation to be done, such as this particular video that I'm doing right now. You just need to click the join the membership, and you're going to fast track, right, your knowledge in crypto, because it's not just the NETCRYPTO membership is not just about reviewing projects, right, and tracing transactions. It's about a whole lot more. We have the 2x challenge, right, where you get to make money by simply trading crypto. Right now the market is down, we know that, and that's some of the things that I'm going to be talking about, right, on the channel as well. So Pepeto is most definitely a scam. Stay far away from it, right? I wouldn't go anywhere near this, right? Because the liquidity is going out. When this thing launches, there's no liquidity in there, right? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.